Raise your right hand. You swear or affirm the evidence you're about to present in the matter and hearing should be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Your Honor, are you judging me? And no law is above God's law. So I cannot honor any of your laws. It supersedes.
If you all enjoy this type of content, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a lot. Now, let's jump back into the video. We've got an incredibly entertaining court hearing today. This completely wild woman you see in the top left is in court because she didn't pay around $2,000 in legal fees and other costs. Her whole defense during this hearing is basically that she isn't a citizen and that she believes God's law is superior to everyone else's, even though she's been caught shoplifting and doing all sorts of outrageous stuff. Anyway, this one's super entertaining, and the judge is kind of calm, almost humorous attitude, which makes it even funnier to watch him respond to her ridiculous arguments. In the end, he gives her a fair sentence, though honestly, she kind of deserves it since she's acting completely irrational. Big shout out to court nerds for this clip. We're going to react to it together. I'll jump in here and there with some commentary, but let's dive right into this wild court hearing where this out-of-control woman tries to argue her case, only to be shut down by both the attorney and the judge. This one's definitely entertaining. So let's get started.
I am asking for attorney fees for today, Your Honor, and even me having to file this motion and continue to, I guess, seek attorney fees from Ms. Lott, Your Honor.
What are you asking for today?
Your Honor, for today, Your Honor, I'm asking for $1,500, Your Honor. And I can provide my affidavit to the court, Your Honor. We had to communicate with the court, Your Honor. I've been practicing law since 2008, Your Honor. I've been in good standing since that time. Your Honor, I charge my client a flat fee of the $1,500 just to try to see, just so we can file this motion for incarceration.
All right, Ms. Lott, raise your right hand. You swear or affirm the evidence you're about to present in the matter and hearing should be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Your Honor, are you judging me?
If you want to call it that, but I assume you want to testify on your own behalf.
Yes, I do. And if the attorney is not going to be sworn in, that is a conflict of interest. And I have filed motions. I filed a quo warranto because I have searched for law licenses and I have not found any. There's been no true judges since 1789. And the United States filed a Chapter 11 in 1933, which lost their sovereignty as a government. So I can't even be heard here. I have asked the court to provide me documentation stating that this is an Article 3 court. I have not gotten anything back from the judge with any type of documentation from the Attorney General, from the Secretary of State. You guys have not had permission to try me, and no law is above God's law. So I cannot honor any of your laws. It supersedes every single law that you guys have given me. I have tried to settle this in court. I have filed a fiduciary relationship. 56. I am friends with the IRS. I have attempted to settle with a $20 money order because there is no money with the court, and everything was sent back. So rejection of payment is payment, Your Honor. And my religion strongly prohibits any satanic laws or rituals, and I cannot serve two masters. So either I don't even know what to do here in this matter, because I have asked to be tried in an Article 3 court. This is not a court of equity. God's law trumps all laws made by man. God also says no man should be judged or you will be judged. This is my religion. I have not broken any of God's laws. I have not committed any crimes. I have not harmed my offspring. I am the first lien holder on my child's estate. So there is nothing that I can do for Miss LaFleur, and I will not be paying it because my God told me not to. He gave me the instructions on what to do, and you guys refused it. You guys refused my quo warranto because it wasn't written in the way that you accepted, but I am not under your laws. I am friends with the IRS. I have sent out my documentation. I have my own contract with myself. I don't have a contract with you guys. I have not signed anything, and I am not a 14th Amendment corporate war citizen. I am a natural person. That is what I have to say.
You have any questions for Ms. Lott, Ms. St. Fleur?
Yes, Ms. Lott, were you present in court for the petition for a legitimation with Tariq Crump?
Ms. LaFleur, can you provide me your...
It's St. Fleur. It's St. Fleur. It's not Little Fleur. If we're gonna quote all of these articles, make sure you get my name right. It's St. Fleur.
St. Fleur.
It's St. Fleur. Well, just were you in court? I mean, I'm not sure if any of the articles could tell me, but were you in court?
Questions. I have no further answers for any of your questions. I said what I said. This law does not trump God.
She honestly just said a whole lot of nothing there. I have no idea how the judge manages to keep a straight face through that. Maybe it's because he's older and has truly seen it all. Or maybe this girl is just on another planet entirely. But she's clearly delusional. It's kind of funny because, again, everything she said basically went nowhere that I sort of get what she's trying to say about the whole sovereign citizen thing. Like, yeah, I understand not wanting to be under government control or whatever. No one really does. But when you're intentionally breaking the law, like shoplifting and then refusing to pay your court fees, it's completely reasonable for the system to punish you. Her whole defense just doesn't hold up because she did commit a crime that if she were being falsely accused of something she didn't do, then maybe this sovereign law argument would make a little more sense. But in this case, she's just totally out of touch with reality. I can't even tell if she's genuinely unstable or just pretending to be. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But personally, I think she's actually crazy that a lot of people act unstable in court to get leniency. But this girl seems genuinely off the rails. Based on this short Zoom hearing alone, I honestly think she should be locked up or at least evaluated because her mindset is just unbelievable. The fact that the judge stays so composed is hilarious to me. But this kind of stuff is becoming more common nowadays. With social media and everyone having that victim mentality, this is exactly what happens. I'm not saying I'm super pro-government or anything, but at some point, you got to take responsibility for your actions. If you break the law, own up to it and deal with the consequences. This girl is just a total train wreck. But anyway, let's move on to the second half of the clip, where the judge absolutely shuts her down and gives her a pretty harsh sentence.
The order that I sent to the court.
That's
Your
that
law-
$20 thing you said?
Yes, it is. That is the settlement that is written in your laws. I did send the thing. They sent it back, and refusal of payment is payment. So I will handle it with the IRS from here.
Well, $20 doesn't equal $2,755.40.
Or any court fees cannot supersede to $20, and that is what I paid as a natural person. I don't know about any U.S. citizen. I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm a natural person and a private American. I've not committed any crimes under God's law. I have not stolen. I have not bared false witnesses. I have not killed anyone. I have not dishonored my mother and my father, and I have not put any man before God, and I will not put any of you guys before God either.
Fine. All right, Ms. Lott, I'm gonna find you in contempt of court for failure to pay the $2,755.40. Order you incarcerated, that is jailed, until you've paid the money.
I will be taking it up with the IRS, and I will be filing liens because you guys do not have liens over myself, my estate, or my child. So
You'll take it up with the sheriff first.
no, I will not, because the sheriff does not have any jurisdiction.
Turn yourself in, or the sheriff will come out and arrest you.
Jurisdiction over me, and the sheriff does not have any jurisdiction over
That's
me.
fine. Once you're released, I'll give you 90 days to pay an additional $1,500 for attorney's fees incurred by the plaintiff for today's proceeding. And I'll ask Ms. St. Fleur to submit the order.
Will do, Your Honor.
And include in that, the sheriff will notify the court when Ms. Lott has been arrested.
Can you guys provide me with evidence?
I honestly can't figure out her move here, like seriously. She thought she could walk into the courtroom, act insane, and just pretend like this dude wasn't about to drop the hammer on her. But really, this is exactly the kind of thing I'd expect someone unhinged to do. She's clearly not thinking straight, and I believe the punishment was totally deserved. She got 6 months because she didn't pay the $2,000 in court costs after she got caught shoplifting or whatever it was she did. But you know, this girl right here is a textbook example of that victim mindset, total Looney Tunes behavior. Honestly, it feels super common these days. I don't know what you all think, but I notice a lot of people jumping onto that victim mentality train and just riding it endlessly like they cling to it so hard. Oh wait, hey now. Anyway, moving along, I gotta give credit to this judge though, because he really handled this like a pro. He treated it like it was just another regular day at work. totally unbothered by her antics. He basically said maybe 2 or 3 words through the whole thing until the end. Dude was all business, no nonsense, and honestly, I wish more people acted like that judge in everyday situations. Too many folks out there react purely with emotion. They blow up, let their feelings run the show. But this judge, he stuck to the facts, did what needed to be done. This girl, she could have easily had someone represent her during the hearing. But nah, she chose to fake crazy, and it backfired big time. The judge saw right through her nonsense and dropped the hammer on her. I don't get why anyone would rather sit in jail than just admit they messed up. If she had just been a bit more rational and used her last 2 brain cells more wisely, she probably could have gotten away with just a bigger fine or something. There was no reason to land in jail over a $2,000 penalty. But with her arrogance and that smug attitude, she completely earned that sentence. Personally, I